You for inviting me to your virtual CMCC Practice Opportunities booth. This is a great concept. So let me just introduce myself to the students at CMCC. My name is Cindy and I own Pathmark Locum Services. We've been in business since 1991, serving the chiropractic community for locums, associates, and most recently virtual chiropractic assistants. So Renata tells me that you're looking for a new team member, an associate, and you're looking for someone who's motivated, fast learning, and would like to relocate to your hometown. So Dr. Matheson, where did you graduate from?
Oh, I graduated from the best college in the world, CMCC.
Right. I understand your dad graduated from there as well, and he was in the second graduating class of CMCC. Last time I was there, I saw his picture on the wall. That was quite awesome.
Yes, 1950, I think he graduated.
Wow. So you come from a long background of chiropractic.
Actually, I do. My brother was a chiropractor too. He's 13 years younger than me. He graduated 13 years after me or so.
Oh, great. Okay, so where's your practice located?
In Sarnia.
Okay. And what would you say your practice philosophy is?
Well, the one sort of main idea that's always enthralled me was that since the nervous system is the master controlling system of the body, it follows that interference to that system's ability to communicate effectively with every live cell in the human body will negatively affect the body's response to all aspects of its particular environment. And we live our life through our nervous system, basically.
Awesome. What makes you the most passionate about chiropractic, and what aspect of your practice is the most rewarding to you?
I think what makes me the most passionate is the ability that chiropractors have to be great, to be able to provide immediate symptomological benefit to patients at a very low risk therapy, and I call it having a high reward. What I find the most rewarding is just being able to help people, and of course the miracles that we get from time to time keeps me just totally wrapped up in that practice.
Exciting. Wow. Okay. How would you say that your patients would describe you to a friend or family member?
Well, apart from the fact that they think I have a very, very high-end wardrobe of shirts, because I'm a shirt fanatic, they think I'm pretty upbeat most of the time. I'm definitely a high energy, very positive kind of person. I'm extremely dedicated to each patient. I really do love them all. They know they can call me anytime, and almost every single one of them has my cell phone number because I don't keep that private. I'm a pretty good adjuster because I've run a high volume practice for many years, so you do learn along the way. I'm a major nutrition enthusiast. I'm constantly reading and researching ideas about health and longevity, how to live longer better. That's my goal. I'm very knowledgeable about most aspects of fitness, and I find myself at the gym on a pretty regular basis, at a minimum of 3 times a week. I wouldn't hesitate to pick up the phone and consult with my family doctor or any specialist if they take my calls. I have no problem doing that at all. I think in general, I'm crazy about exercise, mobility, and I'm just a health nut.
Okay. So in the past, what kind of coaching and management courses have you taken?
Well, as you probably know, we've taken almost all of the big ones. We started off with Carter and Associates way back, and he made some dramatic changes in my practice, and I loved him for it. Then we did some time with David Singer, with Ogie Russell, with Noel Lloyd, with Tom Preston. I was personal coaching with Tom for many years, and he got me through all kinds of stressful situations. He's a wonderful man. Russ Rosen was my latest coach and consultant, and he also is a fascinating, very great chiropractor that runs a great business out of Hawaii. I was with him for quite a few years. And along the way, somehow, I put an awful lot of money into a company out of Toronto called The Art of Management, who was trying to teach me more about the business aspect of it. And because it wasn't chiropractic so much, I wasn't thrilled with that.
Okay. So what other technical courses have you taken along the way?
Well, the one that's provided me with the most enrichment is basically the impulse adjusting tool. I took that course a couple of times, which really was only a weekend course, but I've now used it, 50, 60, 75 times a day for probably, I'd say greater than 10 years at least. And my patients love it. They really do love it. Along the way, I took a taping course with sports injuries and things like that. And I also took almost the complete CCSS Chiropractic Sports Sciences program out of the college. But near the end, they wanted so much for me to get the license and to do all kinds of work that I just decided not to write the exams.
Okay. And why are you looking for an associate?
Well, honestly, I think the big reason is I'm hoping to retire in a few years, and I've got a great practice, and it would be an awful shame to just let it die a slow death.
Sure.
As well as, so somebody is going to be, sitting on a gold mine, really. I hate to say it that way, but it's a great experience. I feel I've got a lot of experience to help and to share any potential associate. And I think right now for the next few years, I would like to find somebody that would cover the hours that I'm not in the office, so we could make better use of the office and we could serve the public 6 days a week.
That's a great opportunity because in my experience with Pathmark, most often doctors want an associate just to come in and help them with overhead. They're not interested in helping them build their practice or giving them any patients. They just want help with overhead. So that's an awesome opportunity. So moving on, what qualities would be in your ideal candidate?
Well, at number one would have to be passionate about the big picture of chiropractic. I mean, we've had associates over the years. I don't think any of them ever had the big picture. And I was brought up with the big picture because my dad, of course, was a hardcore chiropractor. And I mean, we use it to treat everything. I've never had a vaccination. I've never had hardly any drugs at all, ever. And I just stay healthy with going to my own chiropractor. So I'm very passionate about the big picture. And I need somebody, an associate, to be the same way. But I need an associate to be somewhat empathetic to the fact that most of us need to take much more responsibility for our health in general. And that's what I'm talking about with a lot of my patients. I need an associate that's dedicated to helping to educate patients on a continual basis on wellness care and the benefits of maintenance care and treatment plans, because we're looking for people that recognize the need to take or to have chiropractic care for the rest of their life. It's not just for a painful back. I need an associate that would focus on listening to the patients and asking questions, which I've been told is the Socratic method of helping people versus trying to teach people all the time. And unfortunately, I like to talk, so I'm trying to teach them some of the time as well. But I'd like an associate that knows how to ask the right questions. He needs to be a good adjuster. A great adjuster would be fine. He needs to be high energy so that he can match the older doctor in the building. I'd like him to be a sport and fitness enthusiast because I need him to walk the talk and look the healthy lifestyle that we're trying to promote. I'd like him to be interested in nutrition because most of the chronic degenerative conditions that we are suffering from in this day and age that are making us sicker than ever are routinely mostly based on nutrition and lifestyle. And I also would like some associate that has some degree of business sense because it is a business that we're running. It's not just a doctor, it's the business end of it.
And Dr. Matheson, you're open to both male or female?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. What advantage do you feel an associate would have from coming and taking your position in your clinic versus a startup on their own?
Well, I don't want to blow my own horn, but I've been in this town for 45 years. My dad was here, my brother was here. So the Matheson name is very well known, and I think it's very well respected. We have a great Google presence, mostly from the efforts of Perfect Patients and Bill Esteb, who also is a wonderful, wonderful coach. So most of our new patients come from Google. We're always ranked first or second. And I think as well, the benefit of my years of coaching and management courses. That's another point of interest. A well-trained staff. We have a great location, high profile, and it's a ready-made high volume practice, probably within 3 years of him starting up.
Great. What's Sarnia like for you to live and work in? I understand you've lived in Toronto, you've lived out west. What do you think are the perks of living in Sarnia?
Well, I really like Sarnia. I mean, it's a great place. My daughter lives in Toronto, so I'm there a lot. Plus, I grew up there. It's very hard to compare them, but now the way things is, everything is just ridiculously busy and complicated in Toronto. Whereas in Sarnia, almost everything I want is only a few minutes away at most. We don't have any traffic problems. We have immediate and very quick access to the USA across the Blue Water Bridge, which is handy at times for a lot of shipping stuff back and forth. We're on the edge of Lake Huron and the St. Clair River, obviously fresh water. I mean, where fishing and boating are sort of being undertaken by an awful lot of the population. It's a busy lake and river. And then I also think that the weather here is fantastic. We don't have to worry about tornadoes, mudslides, fires, avalanches, any of that stuff at all. And our winters are actually really, really, really mild compared to places I've been. So to me, it's a great place to be, great place to live.
Awesome, awesome. Small town atmosphere.
Yes, yep.
Benefits to that. So are you open, Dr. Matheson, to waiting for a second year student at CMCC or a third year student to actually graduate? You open to that?
Well, I'm open, but we would need, I mean, I can't wait for them to graduate and then have them decide that they don't want this situation. I mean, I think I need to meet with that person, and we need to work out something legally so that I was saving the position for that person if that's what they wanted.
Okay. Okay, good to know. Okay, well, all the best today at CMCC's Virtual Practice Opportunity 2020. And I've certainly gotten to understand more of your wants and needs and get to know you a lot better. So all the best.
Okay, thank you for the interview.
Anything else you'd like to say to the students at CMCC?
Well, not really, except the right person is going to love it here because it's a great practice. I got some really great patients, as any chiropractor would have, but some of them have been with me for 45 years. So they're going to be pretty sad when I know that, or when they think I'm going to have to retire, and the right person is going to take over that business. So I'm anxious for the right person.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity, Dr. Matheson. Like I said, since 2005, it's one of the better opportunities that have come across my desk. So all the best and thanks very much.
You take care. Bye-bye.